Hi you guys, welcome back to Mesa's Life. So I've been in the house for about a week and a half now. Haven't left. If I ever needed anything, my husband just went and got it because I don't want to expose myself and the boys, only because, you know, the boys, if they get it, because their immune system isn't 100% developed, they can get real sick. So I self-quarantined myself about a week and a half ago, and ever since I did that, that's when I started my business. I've just been going hard with my business and just, you know, getting more projects out there. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how we make our homemade candles. That will be on my business Instagram very soon, which my Instagram is linked down below at all times now. If you guys are ever interested, just message me or email me, and my email is down there as well. So with that being said, I just want to show you guys bits and pieces of my business. I'm very passionate about it. I'm so happy I finally got it up and running. So we are going to make some homemade candles today. So I just want to show you guys the process. So let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so these are the little candle holders we are going to be using. These are 8 ounces. They're called 8-ounce jellies, I guess. So there's these. And what I did just one, I put the wick inside. So I'm just going to show you guys how I place the wick inside of these. So this is the wick, and I put it on just an empty pen holder, just like that. So it looks like that. And I have my glue gun right here, and I'm just going to place a little dot of glue on the bottom of that, just like that. And then we are going to get our jar, place this right in the middle, but push down on the pen so you know that it is flat inside. So you see that right there. I do it for about 30 seconds so I know that it's in there, and I'm pushing really hard. Pull that off, and your wick is in there, and then the glue dries very, very fast. So I have 2, and I'm gonna just do the rest of these. I like doing this way beforehand because if you put the hot wax in here, it's gonna loosen the glue and the wick won't stay. So that being said, I'm gonna finish all of these. Okay, you guys, so I finished all 12. I have so many more candles, but I'm only going to do 12 for now because I actually have to make an order for 5. Somebody ordered 5. So that is all of them. So that took about 6 minutes, only because I'm doing like 20-30 minutes holding it down. So that process is not hard at all. The wax we use is just this bag right here, and this is, I believe, just plain soy wax. These are our lids. I love the aesthetic of it being a black lid instead of a silver lid, so I went with the black lid. And then the flavors that we have, you have to have lavender. So we have lavender calming. It smells so good. And then we have a fruit punch. And then we also have French vanilla, which smells divine. It smells so good when it's lit. So yeah, so these are my 2 favorite ones, the French vanilla and the lavender, and my husband loves the fruit punch. So this was his decision, was the fruit punch. It smells so good. I love this one as well, but I'm more of a vanilla or lavender type gal. So I am going to have these sit for about an hour because, like I said, I do not want to put the hot wax over this. So when I start making the wax, I will come back on here and show you guys the measurements and how we weigh it and etc. All that fun stuff. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know it's really different, but it's something that I'm really passionate about, and yeah. So I will see you guys in a bit when all of these are dry and cured, and we will get to wax making. Okay, you guys, so here we are going to start pouring the wax into our metal tin. We purchased this metal tin from the candle making business that we get all of our products from. So we are going to measure out 2 pounds of wax, and per 1 pound of wax, we are going to use 2 ounces of the fragrance. So my husband is just pouring in the 2 pounds of wax right now, measuring it out. We are going to go a little over the 2 pounds, which is perfectly fine. We might just have a little bit of wax left over in the end, but there's no problem with that. We just want to be safe than sorry. We want to fill 6 of those jelly jars. So that's why we are doing 2 pounds, because 1 pound makes 3 of the jars. So my husband is almost done doing the wax. There we go. So there is 2 pounds, 3.4 ounces, which is perfect. And now we are going to the stove. We are using the double boiler method. That is the best way to melt your wax. You can put that silver thing right onto the stove, but I recommend not doing that. People do that, but you do burn the wax that way, which is not good. So here we are measuring out the 2 ounces of fragrance, because like I said, 2 ounces of fragrance per 1 pound. So we'll do 4 ounces here, but this cup only holds 2 ounces. So there is 2.2 ounces. And we did the lavender for the first batch. And here you go. I am going to put these clothespins to hold that wick right in the middle. Actually, my husband did it. And here are the 6 all done. This is a very, very important part. We always want that wick right in the middle of that jar. Here is another piece that you could use. This one is good, but the cheaper route is to do the clothespins, which works very, very well. So here we are. We're just waiting for the wax to start melting. It takes about, I want to say 10 minutes or so. So you always have to have a thermometer, because we want the wax to heat up to 180 degrees. And with it being 180 degrees, do not go over. You can go to 175 is fine, but definitely try not to go over the 180. So you guys can see it's going up and up, which is perfect. That just means the wax is starting to melt. And there you go. It's almost done. And then right when we hit 180 degrees, we are going to take that silver pot right out of the pink pot that I have. We're going to let the wax now cool down to 140 degrees, to 145 degrees. That is when you want to start putting your fragrance in. Do not put your fragrance in right when you take it off of the boiler. That is a big no-no. It is not going to capture the fragrance smell. So make sure you guys let it cool down to 140 degrees. And it takes about, I want to say 15 minutes or so to drop from 180 to 140, 45 degrees. So now you want to mix the fragrance in for about a minute, minute and a half. So that's what we are doing here. Make sure you guys are stirring constantly. Do not stop. We want that fragrance to bind with that wax. So now we are going to start pouring the wax in, and pour it in very slowly. We do not want a bunch of air bubbles. And if you go too fast, you're going to get a bunch of air bubbles in the inside. So we're just going right underneath that rim part. And like I said, the 2 pounds is going to make these 6 jars perfectly. So this is probably 30 minutes in after pouring the wax, which that looks so awesome. It's very cloudy in there, and that's what you want to see. That just shows that the wax is forming into a candle. And here is the French vanilla that we did the second batch with. It's just such an amazing process. In my eyes, I just think it's so fun making homemade candles. And here is the finished result of them being done. So I am going to go ahead and remove those clothespins. And you want to do this very, very slowly. You can't rip the wick out. I just do it very slowly. I just want to be safe than sorry. I don't want to ruin anything after we've done all of that work. Okay, so all the clothespins are off, and you guys see a little air bubbles in a couple of those. That is completely normal, but we are gonna go and melt those in 1 second. So here I go, cutting all of the wicks, and how I'm doing this is just putting the scissors right flat on the glass and then cutting them. That is the easiest way to do it. Simple as that. So there's the air bubble. I have the heat gun, and I am just going to put the heat close to that bubble so the wax around it melts just a little bit, so that wax drops right into that air bubble and covers all of that up. There you go. So the wax is melting on top, and that's exactly what you want to see. And you only do this if you have the air bubbles. If it's smooth and perfect on the top, do not touch your candles. So this next one that I'm going to do doesn't really have air bubbles, but it's not smooth. And I definitely do not want to give that to a customer when it's not smooth. So I'm just going to melt the top just a little bit, and that will completely smooth the top of that candle out. Same as that one. No air bubbles, but the top is just not, it's just not to my preference. So I'm just not happy with that. We're just going to smooth that one out as well. Okay, so here is the finished product of all of the candles. So we have the 6 lavender and 6 French vanilla. So I cut down the wicks. I melted the tops if there was any air bubbles. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put the lid on them because they are done and ready to be shipped out to my customers. And here is the finished product. The black lids are just so aesthetically pleasing. Love it. And yeah. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that special video I'm putting out for you guys on how we make our homemade candles for our business. If you guys are interested in purchasing, please go to my Instagram. It's always linked in the description box, and you guys can purchase them there. I thank you guys for watching, and if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comment section and I will definitely get back to you guys. As well as there will be a bunch of different videos here on out, just because we are self-quarantined, and I just want to put different content out for you guys. You guys will still get the Amazon dupes. That is not going to stop. That's one of my favorite videos to do, but I am very passionate about my new business. So I hope you guys enjoy all these videos. If you guys are not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing, clicking that like button, and putting on your post notification bell so you guys do not miss a video when I post it. Again, thank you for coming back to Mesa's Life, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.